what often isn't known, at least with the Divine Nine, that if you pledge as a graduate student, you don't go through that hazing. You just have to learn the material. It's like you have to learn the history of that particularly, but you have to learn the history of all of those fraternities and sororities, but particularly the one that you are choosing to pledge. And I didn't know that until after I graduated, but I found out years later that there's another avenue. So you don't have to, even if you're not a graduate student, but you have a college degree and you want to become a part of that particular fraternity or sorority, you can do it post graduation without being hazed. You simply learn what the material that you need to learn. Well, you get, I mean, obviously you have to get someone who's going to sponsor you and say, yes, you think this is a good person. You go through these sponsorship steps for vetting. Then you learn what you need to learn and you start paying dues and you're wearing the letters just like the people who went through the hazing. Because to your point, Jason, the haves and have-nots, the way that it's displayed, so what people are sometimes willing to put themselves through is at the end of it, I'm now wearing these Greek letters on my chest or my shirt and you're not. And so it's like, I'm above you or whatever, because I'm a part of this and you're not. And every day I'm wearing this. And even in the military, and it's done differently because you have to teach people how to work under pressure and work together. But the similarities are uncanny, but the purpose is different. But at the end of your basic training or the end of your officer training, at the very end of that, you now wear this uniform and you've earned the right to wear this uniform. So there's a side in the military that's very similar, but the purpose of it is different. It's life or death. You have to teach these people how to work together in the worst situations and look out for each other. So that's a little bit different, but the pledging is very similar, but not necessary, particularly because once you graduate from college, if you never pledged while you were in school, you can just pledge and have the same letters without all of the nonsense. So it's that hanging on to tradition and saying, because I put myself through hell and almost died and some did, I'm better than you. I have what you don't have. And it is very much pushed that way. The bullying part of it is the only way we're going to know you're good enough is you're willing to let us break you down and make you nothing and then form you into what we say we think you should be. And when you become that, then you're good enough. So I don't know that outlawing is a thing, but I do think that it should be. You learn the material, you learn the history. If your values are still aligned, then you go through that process and get vetted a different way. But the other stuff, I do think you're putting in the hands of people that, like Sydney said, their brains aren't formed. They're subject to do things they wouldn't normally do because this crowd is now egging them on or whatever the case may be. It is a recipe for disaster. So I do think that that part should not be allowed. But I think the way it's done as postgraduates is an acceptable way. If you still want to be a part of this particular group and you still share those values or whatever, but the vetting is different and you're not gaslit to do it. So
there are